Hey guys, 732 Review Crew here. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we're back with Season 1, Episode 3 of Battlestar Galactica. This one is titled Bastille Day, and I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a religious day for the people on the...
Religious Day? It's a holiday, baby.
Yeah, holiday, religious day.
Remembrance Day.
What's
Remembrance Day.
isn't that like Spain? Like Spain Spanish? Bastille? Or France, maybe?
Storming of the Bastille.
Yeah, it sounds European.
It's European.
It's definitely European.
Well, no.
Okay, anyways.
It's a way for us to find out.
That are going to be judging us now.
Curious what's going to go on, because it might be a Memorial Day for them type of situation. But there's only one way for us to find out is to watch the episode. So we're going to jump right into this. Thank you for joining us. This is Battlestar Galactica, Season 1, Episode 3. And we're starting in 1, 2, 3. I did that backwards for some reason today. Sorry, that was weird. I think we should get a copy of this game and play it, or do a review of it. That would be a good way to start off the board.
What do you
game
mean?
review.
It's just Clue.
Is it? That's a good one. That ship's sick right there.
It
With
is.
the big
There's
old
some
ring.
really cool ships. I wonder if we're ever going to actually get to like see any of those.
This is what addiction looks like.
Well, it's withdrawals, I think, right?
He's trying to prevent it by giving him microdoses, I guess.
Temperatures 180 and below. Venting of methane and CO2. It's going to be a bitch to work down there, sir.
Wow.
Up. You know how lucky we are we found this ugly rock? Water riots breaking out all over the fleet. 13% sodium chloride. What the hell? We can't drink salt water.
No, sir. That's why I had Callie test the ice.
Oh, well, there you go, pure water. Couple of lemons. We could make lemonade.
Because it's sweet.
We will
But
have to
I'm-
melt the ice before we transport it up to the ship.
Sounds like a lot of manpower.
Ideally, 1,000 men, sir.
1,000 men. And where are they gonna come from?
Slave labor.
The prisoners!
Dude, I saw the future.
Last episode?
You did!
Is that last episode you said that?
Yeah.
If they volunteer, but these men are not slaves, and I will not have them treated as such.
No. We could offer incentives
We do sentence.
towards earning freedom.
It's a great idea, actually.
I would like to have a representative from Galactica who will report directly to me about security issues.
How about D? Petty Officer
I
Duala.
know who she is.
I'm sure she's conversant with the technical details.
Something on your mind, Captain?
I just thought maybe you had something you wanted to say.
I have nothing to say to the personal representative of the president. Every man has to decide for themselves which side they're on.
I didn't know we were picking sides.
There shouldn't be sides.
Yeah, no, there should be humanity. Oh, did you see that?
We need 1,000 able-bodied men to help us get that water. President Roslin feels that you represent our best chance. Any man who volunteers to help us during this emergency will earn freedom points, which can be applied toward earning his release.
Freedom points.
Then no one's going to step out.
That would be wild. Also, like, the prisoners could totally take over the ship right now.
Riot! Yeah, you're right. Nobody is stepping out. Oh, one
There's
guy did.
one.
It's gonna start a cascade now, I guess.
Yeah. Or it's just that one guy.
Or he's
Thank
calling
you
the
for your
shots.
offer. We respectfully decline.
Oh, he is calling the shots. There.
That's Tom Zarek.
Terrorist?
Oh wow, they're these type of prisoners.
They're organized. Oh, God.
Oh god, no, they're terrorist prisoners.
He could
Hold
be
on.
a Cylon.
He could have been a terrorist against, like, the old and corrupt government. He
Yeah.
might be totally down with, like, this new thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that the whole point of him doing that was just like, you're making a deal with me, not with everyone.
But they're presenting it as, like, the deal with the devil since he's a terrorist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who the hell is Tom Zarek?
He's a freedom fighter. He's a prisoner of conscience. He was exploited by the other 11 for centuries. His people were marginalized, brutalized.
I'm from Sagittarian, and that man does not speak for all of us.
Oh, he's Sagittarian.
He grew up with
Yeah, he's a rebel leader, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just say terrorist.
Why would they go to the city?
There's more.
Rats.
Wilmer, you might not want to. Frickin' rats. Let's go.
Hey, someone must be watching out for us.
Yep, I'd say so, buddy. Jeez. That's why they're walking through the middle of a city and not seeing silence.
Yeah.
But parents have to die. It's the only way children come into their own.
We need these men of yours to help us. They're not my men. They belong to you. I belong to you. You own us. You're the master. We're the slaves.
Release us if you want to make a deal.
They're signaling.
People are gonna start dying.
Hey, Stark. It's time for your break.
What?
Oh. Right.
It's people. Your people have been exploited.
You cannot tell me about my people.
Oh my god, okay.
Now you've said the truth. Freedom is earned.
Uh-oh. Right. Oh my god. Oh no.
Dude.
Come on,
can't
Lee.
fight.
Do it, dude.
Why did he stay where he was?
Oh my god.
He's fighting his way out because he's fucking Lee Adama. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
How would he fight 1,500?
Where's Starbuck? Fuck, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, no.
Stay frosty there, Billy. Everything's gonna be all right.
Oh, they're not stuck in the same cell. They're separate.
Who is the speed demon, my prince? Flat top, sir. Maybe you have a hot date with your right hand.
Hey, it never gets a headache.
Oh my god. He didn't like that at all.
Or does he?
Smoking in the ready room.
My room, my rules, sir.
Where's your mommy?
Dead. Where's yours?
Oh.
Screaming at people doesn't always get the best results, sir. I learned that at officer candidate school.
You are right on the edge, Threes. You don't fall off.
Speaking of falling off,
Oh shit.
glad to see you found a way to quench your thirst.
Ooh.
Tell Starbuck he's in trouble. Right now.
Where's my Cylon detector, Doctor?
Oh, that.
What's the hang-up?
He can see right through you.
You said you had a way of detecting human from Cylon. Do you or don't you?
Mm-mm.
I don't think that I'm the man for this job.
Oh.
I'm not cut out for this kind of work.
You have to do this. If you don't tell him what he wants to hear, he's going to find you out. And when he does, they're going to tear your head off and throw your body out of an airlock!
Huh. He told the truth.
Unfortunately, Doctor, for both of us, you're the last man we have.
He's a very reasonable guy, isn't he?
Commander, the truth is, there is one way.
Oh my god.
I will have to ask you for this. What I really need to complete the project
Is a nuclear warhead.
is a nuclear warhead.
Oh no.
What?
What? What is she doing?
So, they don't get along, Adama and Rosalind.
They have their differences.
He's really good. Holy.
The terrorist?
Yeah.
Always better when the oppressed don't fight back, isn't it?
Figure out the rest for yourself.
As you may know, the Cylons are susceptible to certain kinds of radiation, and by embedding it in the carbon nanotube matrix, I can construct a filter that will preferentially ionize synthetic molecules and thus deliver to you your Cylons.
How's that gonna work? Like it's
Okay,
got.
but is he bullshitting or did he just figure it out?
Warheads left aboard this ship.
I think he just figured it out.
I don't think he did.
I think it's like the effect that happens on the station, Ragnar.
Well, yes, of course, if you,
You'll get your warhead.
Need to speak with Lieutenant.
Where does everyone know?
He's been in the Navy long enough. He's like, it happens.
You don't honestly think you've been fooling everyone, do you?
Here's my answer.
It stops now.
First, the government, which controls our fate, is illegal and illegitimate. And it must submit to the will of the people.
An election?
I demand the immediate resignation of Laura Rosalind and her ministers. Second, I demand free and open elections to choose a new leadership. These demands are made not for me, but for you, the people, the survivors of the Holocaust, and the children of humanity's future.
Pretty good speech.
And this is the first day of the new era.
Girl, they got a day left before everyone runs out of water.
I know.
3 assault teams, Alpha, Bravo, Constellation. We jam their Dradis, the Raptors cut through the hole. Here, here, and here without being seen. Once we're inside, Alpha takes
What's this we crap?
I'm going, sir.
Like hell.
They don't have a sniper. And with all due respect, sir, I am the best shot in or out of the cockpit.
She's right. For once. Wonders never cease.
Wonders never cease.
I don't even know how I drew this detail.
Oh no. Don't say it, Billy. Shut
I thought
up.
you'd be valuable.
President doesn't know who I am.
She knows.
I told her. Sorry.
If you know what's good for you, you'll be nice to me.
He's creepy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I hope she beats him up.
Hope Starbuck kills him. Look at her little SWAT outfit.
Good hunting. See, he says it.
Yeah, they all say it. You're not supposed to say good luck, remember?
If we're not free, then we're no different than Cylons.
Not the time
He's
for a
all hung
philosophy.
up. I mean, they have to survive. I don't know.
Paul is one of the gods, a lord of Cobalt. You must be a very special man to be called a god. Now, a god can reconcile those two opposing forces, but a mortal has to pick one side.
Back to the whole picking a side thing, huh?
Zeus is calling.
Yeah. That's a great little reference.
And he's about to bring the thunder and lightning.
Have the president step down and call for elections.
That's not gonna happen.
Then I look forward to meeting your men.
Fuck. That went horribly. I feel like this is a bad idea.
What do you mean?
Like, he's actually totally not wrong for saying what he's saying. It's just like, could they wait like a fucking week, help them get the water, and then do that, you know?
I don't think I have your respect. Get up.
Punch him.
Hey,
Oh,
Oh no.
She's gonna beat the fuck out of him.
I hope
What are
so.
you
I think
doing?
so.
Move.
Where are you taking her? Callie, it's okay, Callie. Callie, you're gonna be okay. They know
Callie.
where we are, Callie.
Captain Adama!
Callie!
Captain Adama! Hey! Captain Adama!
Why does he just yell at Captain Adama?
you want them to storm the ship.
Yep.
Nice. Full torch.
That's it, isn't it? You don't want elections. You don't want your freedom. You want a bloodbath.
You don't understand. Once Rosalind uses Adama's soldiers to massacre the people on the ship, prisoners and hostages alike, people in the fleet will never, never forgive them. The entire government.
Dude's living in the fucking past. The government's like 8 people. Like,
Literally.
And like, I don't understand. It's kind of dumb.
Also, didn't like most of the fleet want to space them?
Yeah.
So like, what?
Yeah, you're right.
We've all been trained and captured.
You've been saying everything you're doing is for freedom. But the truth is, it's all about Tom Zarek and his personal death wish.
Let's make it. What the hell?
Oh,
They're killing the hostages. Let's go.
they kill her?
I don't think so. I think she, like...
Took the gun from him? Oh, shit. Did She shot his ear.
Did she bite his ear off?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
My ear off!
Yeah. She got shot.
Oh, fuck.
You did this. You put him in a cage. You made him a monster.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Maybe that guy's actions got him in that jail cell, bro.
Yeah.
Mad annoying.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Whew.
You ready to leave this world right here, right now?
Yes.
Too bad. You're gonna tell your men to help us get that water off the moon. You're gonna get your elections.
Damn right. I think that
why-
makes sense. That's it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is so difficult.
You were right about democracy and consent of the people. They try and come after you. You can still have your last stand. You reap what you sow.
Woo! Flip it on him.
It's very good.
Yo, Lee just went up like 20 points in my book.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. He's definitely pushing himself to favorite character space.
Yeah.
You know?
Poor Callie. No!
No.
Starbuck!
Don't! Starbuck, no!
Ceasefire! Ceasefire!
Wow. He fucking owes him big time.
I don't believe this.
I hope he pissed his pants a little.
It's unacceptable.
It's time.
Mom and Dad are mad.
When that term is up in 7 months, the law says there's an election. I only
Ooh.
commit you to obeying the law.
You sound like some kind of a lawyer.
I swore an oath to defend the articles.
Nice.
Telling me we're throwing out the law that I'm not a captain, you're not a commander,
Yeah, he's going crazy right now.
not the president. And I don't owe either of you a damn explanation for anything.
Dude, this man is just dishing out bitch slaps. Just.
Well, he's standing up for himself and making him like his own space.
I guess you finally picked your side.
It's the side of the people.
It's his own side.
Yeah, it is his own side.
Yeah.
I love that for him.
I guess she's giving him a drink.
What the hell is this? Water?
Bet your ass. There's plenty more where that came from.
Oh, it is water.
The difference is my flaws are personal, yours are professional. Thank you, Lieutenant. That'll be all.
What a dick.
Yeah.
She came to him to have a little bit of a peace offering, and he's just like, get the fuck out.
He's an asshole. Is this a crotchety old man?
So, Callie, is it true? You really bite that guy's ear off?
He's lucky that's all I bit off.
Even the corners on the books are cut off.
They really did cut corners with the show, you know? The production department.
And for what it's worth, 7 months from now, you'll have my vote.
Oh.
Plot twist, he's running against her.
I was thinking that.
Could you sit?
Is she gonna tell him?
Oh, she won't be alive in 7 months.
Yeah, I think that's what she's gonna tell him.
I thought it was 5 years.
Something I need to
Well, she's living on borrowed time, whatever it is.
The truth is, I might not be here in 7 months.
Are you planning a vacation?
I told your father that I had allergies, but I have cancer. Whether or not I survive this illness, it is of great importance to me that there's a future for the people. And I fear that knowledge of my illness will erode hope.
Yeah, that was a great episode for a
That was a great one.
like that.
That was a great one.
Yeah.
That was a really,
Yeah.
no, that's a strong one.
That was really good.
Yeah.
So, I don't think does anybody have anybody else they want to add to the Cylon board before we continue? 'Cause
No.
I don't have any new predictions, so we'll just flash the board once again.
No, I don't believe I'm not sus of anyone else. Like, I don't think Callie's a Cylon. Like, not that there was any chance, but I just mean, I don't know. I feel like every episode we're getting information where it's like, they're probably not.
Her and Dual are just kind of like,
Well, just because Callie to
Percolating
me,
in the background.
like I'm just saying, like, if it was a Cylon, it would have been like, you would have just heard him like, ah! And it's like, oh, wow, she overpowered him and beat him up. That's crazy. I guess she is in the military. Meanwhile, instead, she defended herself the only way she could and bit off his fucking ear like Ozzy Osbourne.
It got pretty dark there for a second. So that was, I'm glad she did that. Yeah.
Oh, Mike Tyson. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne ate the band.
Yeah. Get your crazy famous people right.
Sorry, dude.
Speaking of Cylons,
I'm gonna call her Mike Tyson now. Oh, God.
You can do that.
Mikey, what do you want to say?
Sorry.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Speaking of Cylons, we found out, I believe Baltar has figured out how to make a...
We actually don't know that because can I just say, if you put me in a closed room and expose me to uranium, I'd probably start coughing up blood and they'd be like, oh, he's not a Cylon, he's good.
But no, the way he was talking about it was like an isotopic thing to test.
I was joking.
Yeah. You don't actually test people, like you test a piece of them and it responds.
I'm joking.
But it seems like, he...
Like, you'd be funny. I do the funny stuff. You do the actual whatever.
It seems like that may be the related to what happens on Ragnar Station, potentially, the irradiation effect that occurs, or the ionization effect that occurs that causes, Cylons there to slowly degrade. Maybe they're going to use that to test people's, organic material to see if it starts to degrade under that radiation. But also maybe they get a potential nuke to be used, actually.
But why did number 6, there has to be a point, why did number 6 withhold this information until the moment he started not doing what she wanted him to do? And he's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know.
And he was like, what? And she's like, fucking say this right now or I will kill you, even though she can't. And she's deathly afraid of her, but she's not there.
It feels like she's just
giving
information as needed.
Like abusive ex, I guess, huh? Like
the man is having a psychotic episode of the highest degree.
But he's having them every 30 seconds.
I think it's just one big one with periods of lucidity.
It's like, dude, I don't understand the conversations because they're like, oh, hey, doctor, can you answer this question? And then he's just like tripping ball. So we were just sitting there like, oh, that's his process. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. Whatever.
So this episode was Bastille Day, which we learned to find out was part of the
prison break. Political prisoners
was like a revolutionary day, which
Yeah.
makes sense because this was sort of a political revolution from the prisoner on the Astral Queen. Now, in the previous episode, we learned that there was a prison ship named the Astral Queen with 1,500 prisoners, and they mentioned it just because the President Roslin was like, "Be good to those prisoners, better nobody disappear." When we come here to ask for them to be labor, it turns out there is a prisoner here named Tom Zarek. Tom Zarek, and I don't know why that came through. Tom Zarek, and he is
an idealist, and that's putting it fucking light.
He's Sagittarian, and he's an idealist, political revolutionary, and all the prisoners in there listen to him. So when they stage a revolution, if they listen to him because they want free elections and stuff like that, which is interesting because it's a reasonable request.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I thank God that Apollo, I was like, this makes no sense.
I'm glad he read his book.
They have a pressing emergency and people are going to start dying due to a lack of water. Can we figure that out and then do the elections? And I love that he suggested that.
That's all great, but my favorite part of that whole episode was when the president's aide and Duala were arguing, and he's like, well, he's a man of his people, and they've been oppressed forever. She's like, I am one of those people, and he don't speak for me. And he's like, well, yeah, but you have to remember all the others. And she's like, no.
That's great.
It was
so...
I also, can I just say that I love that the 11 other colonies all leached off of and beat up on the Sagittarius.
It's so bad.
Sagittarian, whatever.
It's so bad.
I just associate with that. So.
I want to make a note. So they made a note of this. Maybe we'll come back in the future. Maybe it won't. Freedom points. So when these people are in prison right now, if they work and do stuff for the colonies and the ships, they can earn enough freedom points depending on their crime to be released and be released back to the general population.
Don't work in the slave labor
Which
mines.
is, it makes sense, rehabilitation and whatnot. It's not the same type of rehabilitation that you hope, but it's what you need when you're
it's more of a pay your way.
Especially because they're a good portion of the labor force.
I'm glad you brought that up because clearly Apollo's weak point is catchphrases because that was not a...
Freedom points?
You'll get freedom points. It's like...
Release rewards.
It's like, hey, you'll get march for good behavior against your existing sentences.
No, freedom points.
Yeah. It's like
if you mine 10,000 JPs of water, you get 10 JP points.
Oh god.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. That's what I was like, not his strong suit.
Not a strong suit. Now,
Freedom bites.
this episode didn't lean at all towards anything related to the Cylons too much. The main thing that we had was Boomer and Hilo on the planet, and Hilo being like, "Wow, there sure isn't any Cylons. Somebody's really looking out for us."
I forgot. Yes.
And it just looks at Sharon, and she's like, "Yeah, somebody must be looking out for us." And
then there's just like a Cylon looking around the corner, like, "Oh, oops, bye. I didn't see you."
Number 6 was on the roof. She's like, huh.
Yeah,
crazy.
No.
Well, obviously they're using him to find any type of resistance, which is kind of like using him as bait, sort of.
Which I'm not
crazy.
understanding because it didn't seem like he had a method.
No.
He was just like, I don't know, you want to go walk around and like see what happens. Like,
which is funny.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, do you want to go to that densely populated area where
they
even
That's
acknowledged
what they were doing. They're going to the hospital to get radiation meds.
Yeah.
Yes.
They weren't just wandering around.
Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever.
Now,
no, they were not sneaking by any means. I'll give you that.
No, I know. They were like,
let's walk through town square.
And then he also shot rats. I was like, that was dumb.
Yeah,
press release, yo.
It's dead silent. And it's like, fucking rats, bam.
There's
That would be dead first in a zombie apocalypse.
It's true. To go back to the Rosalind thing, though, she did tell finally somebody that she has cancer besides her aide, I think.
You're right. That was a big deal.
Lee learns she has cancer, which means she may not even be alive for the next election. I like how, Lee was talking to her about the election. Like, technically in 7 months, we should have an election because that's what it should be. We have to keep the worlds going, even though, we're in a crisis. And she's like, okay, I guess, but, I'm going to be dead then anyway, so I don't even need your vote potentially. The whole thing was like, if they followed regular laws and, whatnot, there would be another election in that time. So the prisoners would have gotten their desires as bearing the law. So, but it seemed like at first Adama and the dad as well as
dad was like,
they didn't really want to follow the original because they were like in their minds, him and Rosalind's minds, they were in like a crisis mode.
They're in martial law mode.
So they're in martial law. So they're ignoring the fact that there's elections, but Lee had to make it forefront.
It was a good point.
Yeah.
Although I feel like his father gave off serious, like, great, now my son's a fucking hippie vibe.
He's like a liberal at college.
He's like, oh, Jesus. First you're friends with the school teacher, and now everybody has rights.
Now we saw...
right?
It is true. We saw Starbuck try to do an extended peace offering to the corporal.
The colonel.
Colonel, I'm sorry.
The colonel. Yeah.
And as a result...
He kind of spit in her face.
He kind of said, no thank you. They have a little tension, and it's because, I guess, she's less serious than he wants her to be.
She's very lax.
Now, I wonder if she'll, as a result of this, she'll lose somebody and become more serious, like coming from her squad.
God, I hope not.
Or she'll just continue to be goofy and then get eventually accepted. I'm interested to find out. And for us, as usually, there's only one way for us to find out. Now, do you guys have anything else you want to discuss?
I felt like there was, but I don't remember.
We saw Bastille in this episode.
Yay.
The robot dog. That's not a dog. Yo, he's a sassy child.
Yeah, he's pretty sassy.
He had a serious clapback.
Where's your mom? Dead. Where's yours? Like, what? Hello?
The answer is also dead.
It was pretty good. Just trying to think about this. Other than anything else, I think we touched every base on everything.
Yeah, you covered a couple things that I hadn't even. Yeah,
I wrote down a couple things.
I'm just curious to see where the whole thing with Hilo goes. And what the significance is.
Now, the fun thing is about that.
Like, what's the significance?
You gotta find the resistance.
So fans told us for that. Technically, the Hilo story wasn't supposed to continue, but because they didn't continue it, not that they didn't continue. When they finished the miniseries, the writers of the show got notes like, "Hey, is Hilo okay? What's going on with Hilo? We noticed you didn't go back to Hilo so much." So they decided they had to continue the story.
So he was supposed to be a dead character, and they're like, "We're just gonna see where this goes."
Yeah, they made him into a fan because he became a fan favorite. That's they brought him back. So Hilo's one of those characters that wasn't really supposed to have a purpose until people started to
whatever story
attached to him.
you think is happening,
which means it's completely insignificant. I guess.
Or it could be wildly altering what you think.
The opposite. People were so invested in him, like us, that they made a storyline for him.
Well, I'm only invested because that's how they wrote it.
Yeah, exactly. But they only wrote it that way because the fans were super into him.
Okay,
it's cool. Well, it's one of those things that you see in a TV show, like fans having such an impact on the show because they, write to the writers.
Boxy out, Hilo in.
He's only famous because he's famous,
Exactly. Now,
That's it. That's it for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. If you enjoy this, make sure to let us know in the comments below your favorite part, any fun facts, or just anything from the episode itself. Otherwise, make sure you do check us out full on Patreon, which there is a link in the description, as well as, like the video if you haven't, and subscribe to our channel if you have not.
And check out our Discord.
And check out the Discord. Thank you, Mike. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
We're the 732 Review Crew, and we are signing off. Bye.
Toodaloo.
Bye. Bye.